This is a continuation of yesterday's live, where if you want a synopsis, I'm going to give a synopsis. It's also in the description when I post it. I took 3 random photos from Pinterest of a pose, clothing, and hair, and I'm putting that together to make this little girl that I have over here. In the last live, I had... Hi, Pookie! Anyways, in the last video, we did the sketch. Well, I did a sketch. No. In the last video, the sketch was already finished, but we did the line art and we did the detailing of these fishnets, flower fishnets, which was pretty difficult. My dog wants to say hi. Say hi to my dog. Her name is Emmy, by the way. But I can't really show because I don't want to move the camera. Anyways. So today we're going to focus on finishing this, which means coloring it in. And yeah, we're going to use the same color palettes as this. And these photos that I have here. Because that is what I have randomly chosen. So let's gather up a palette, maybe? Let's get rid of the sketch layer. You got it close. It's without the last E, but pretty much. Okay, so we're going to make a color palette. I want to make a color palette because I think it makes things easier. Okay, we're going to use... I don't know if I want to use Anime Basic or... not Dreamy Sketch. Maybe the Glossy Jelly. We'll use Glossy Jelly. Okay. So obviously our main color focus is black. So we're gonna have a black color. And the pearl color... Okay, we also have white. This is like pretty much just the whitest white. So I'm going to just size it down and just do a circle. That's another color. Hey, Rosanna! Salam, I think that's what your name is. I have never thought of using AI. Well, actually I have in the past for only things that didn't require me to put in my creativity. And I'm not going to go full argument on AI, using AI for art. But simple synopsis that I will never use AI for my art because it is a creative thing where a robot cannot replicate creativity of a human hand. So, anyways, so another color palette we have in the earrings there is gold. So I will grab that gold color. I think we should lighten that up for the color palette. Hey Francisco. The hair color is a light brown. I want to fix that color to a lighter brown. So, is my pen working? Hello? Why isn't it working? I am so confused. What's going on? Oh, okay. Here we go. Probably was on erase the whole time. Anyway, that's the hair color. Okay, we can start. I'll use this. Let's start with a skin color, which is going to be a more less orangey. I don't know. Maybe a darker peachy, but not super tan. Yeah. Okay. And if you guys haven't noticed, I did post my first long form video of a speed draw. It is on my channel. If you want to check it out, I recommend you do so. If I want to give a little spoiler, it does have lo-fi music in with it, so you can watch me do a drawing, but also chill and relax at the same time with some lo-fi music. I think it's pretty cool. I liked how the drawing turned out in that video, and I'm pretty sure you guys would like it too. So again, check it out if you guys want. And also, when you get over there, leave a like and subscribe so you can see the newest, so you can see all of my newest stuff. And also tell me what you'd like to see me draw next, or any challenges you may have. Recommend, like, if you want to recommend me any challenges, art challenges, I will gladly do that. Hey, Coffee, what's up? I will gladly take any recommendations of that, of of our challenges. There you go. Here you go. AI helps you with visual inspiration and idea generation, not doing all the creative work, but I think you would be understanding AI. Okay, when it comes to finding inspiration, there are other artists for that. And there's also a thing called reference photos that you can use, and a mood board, Pinterest boards as well. I use a lot of Pinterest boards. Hi, S. What's up, girly or dude? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I assumed you. How are you, S? From India? That's wow. That's really, I can see your profile picture. Is that a dog as your profile picture? That's really cute. Okay, girly, yes. Girly from India. I like the little doggy in your profile picture. I can see it from here. It's so cute. Okay, and I have a dog too. She's black and white. And she's a Boston Terrier, if you know what that breed is. Okay, and back to that other comment for visual inspiration. I would rather not use AI for inspiration, as it isn't a way of giving ideas. It's more of just okay, with what I'm limited to, the fact of inspiration comes from the fact that when you look at something, like let's say I see someone drawing a landscape of with a little anime girl on it, like a Studio Ghibli looking thing, right? If I wanted to draw something like that, that is inspiration of drawing what I saw, but also, I'm sorry, I'm focused on coloring in the lines and it's failing miserably. When the purpose of reference photos and inspiration is for you to be able, well, not be able, is for you to gather up an image in your mind that you want to create. And when you see all this the inspo pics, like let's say you have a collage of Pinterest boards of different things that you wanted to draw, you can use those specific things, those specific pictures, and gather them together, mix them all together, like I'm doing here. Reference photo number 1, reference photo number 2, and reference photo number 3. This is just a challenge piece, but when you look at this, you put it all in one, and you use your own creative mind, to be able to put all of this together. Like, sure, you can ask AI to take these 4 pictures and put them all in together in one, to put this all together in a random art style that you wanted it to create. Sure, it does it for you, but what about you letting your brain be creative in your own aspect? If you don't let your brain be able to imagine things, you're gonna rely more on finding the specific photo that you want to replicate, because the idea of art is for you to create something, whether it be to draw an anime character or a character from your favorite TV show, or maybe your friend. Sure, you use those pictures to replicate it, but at the same time, the purpose of art is to create something new in your own little way. Not saying that you can't replicate different things, but yeah, something along those lines. Anyways, going off topic, how was everyone's day? Let me know if you're watching, or if you are watching in post. You can tell me anywhere, how's your day? Because my day was pretty hectic. A little bit. Just a little hectic. That's just what work does to you. I'm gonna move this away. Hello, Dougie. How you doing, Dougie? She's sniffing my tripod. I've never had a tripod in my room before, so she's probably thinking, like, what the heck is that? Anyways, okay, this is a nice skin tone, I think, so we're gonna alpha lock that so it stays together. Let's do the shoes. No, the shoes are the same color as the dress, so. Okay. Oh no, I missed the ear. Hold on, I missed the ear. That's really funny. Wait, I turned it back on. Okay. There is also that still there. Okay. Draw for you instead. You can also show similar designs to help you with most patterns. Okay, you could ask for different references, but I wouldn't really want to use it to create something for me, because I would like to... It's... Okay. Why is my Apple Pencil almost dead? I would say that sure, you do have a little point, but I would rather see someone else do it and also be able to use my brain to bring to life what I want it to draw. And also for this kind of drawing that I am doing, there is no need for me to use AI whatsoever. Not even for inspiration's sake, because I have pictures. I have pictures already. So all I need to do is just put them together. Okay, let's alpha lock this part. And let's start with the hair color. What I would recommend for someone for trying to find reference photos or like inspiration to find stuff you want to draw or create, Pinterest boards, honestly, been a holy grail for me for a very long time. I've used Pinterest boards. Yeah, I've used Pinterest boards, and I have just also used my real world. Like if I saw someone with a really cool dress, like if I someone saw someone in a really cool dress or a really cool outfit, I would want to draw it. All right, bye, Salem. If I saw someone in a really cool outfit or if I saw someone with really cool hair, I would be like, damn, I want to draw that. So then I draw it either the same exact person or I draw a character that has that specific, that has that like specific, oh, the specific attribute that I saw in that real life person. I'm like, that's really cool. Like I had a friend who their friend who's an artist had a was working at I forgot where they worked, but they worked somewhere, I think in like a retail store or something, where she saw this customer who looked really cool, and she's like, damn, that guy looks really cool to draw, I want to draw him. And so my friend said that she literally did a whole stalker moment, and whenever he would move to specific positions, she would take pictures of him like from the side and then from the front and from the back. And I and I thought that was really funny. To be honest, that was really funny because it's like I can even see me doing that at one point, but I'm too scared for that. I can also just remember. I can remember faces pretty easily. But when it comes to like names and stuff, that kind of breaks me. Does anyone else have issues remembering names, or is it just me? Because I feel like remembering names is way harder than memorizing someone's face. I think it's also the fact that I'm more of a visual person. So I think that that kind of helps the fact that I can remember a lot of people's faces rather than their names. Wait, I thought that was a really funny story though. I thought that was really funny. I can see that happening with a lot of different artists too. Okay. Right now, I am focusing on just putting down the colors, which means just flat coloring. So, since I wanted the hair brown, I'm putting the hair brown. I put down the skin tone color, flat, no shading, no rendering, no nothing. Honestly, to be real, I don't even know how to render properly. I guess that's how, I guess, yeah, I don't know. I haven't really heard of that word for a long time. I've only heard that word recently when I started getting more on the internet. Cuz when I was younger and I started drawing for like the first I don't know how long, how many years, I've never heard the word rendering used before. I've only heard color sketching, lining, and or inking actually. I think it was called inking at that point. sketching, inking, and oh my gosh, wait, sketching, inking, and coloring. There you go. That's it. And also the shading, but people don't really use. I didn't really hear the word shading a lot unless it was specifically a video or someone talking about shading. But when I started looking more into the art community, I saw that a lot of people were talking about rendering and the memes about rendering and stuff like that too. And I'm just like, what? Rendering? That sounds cool. That looks cool. But I just do my best at this point. Okay, the color looks good against the skin, don't you think? Maybe a lighter colored skin tone? Or darker. Maybe darker, actually. So let's go more on an orangey and get a little tanner. I think that might be too dark, but let me see on the whole thing. I think the color is a little off. Why does the color look green? There's like no green in it though. How about more saturated? A little bit lighter maybe. I feel like I'm really, this tripod is really, this is, okay. Yeah, this tripod's being really annoying. I don't want it to wobble like that. I don't know how to stop it from wobbling though. It's gonna wobble no matter what. Okay. How about like this? I think it looks super different on camera than it does in real life. But I like this skin tone. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Then we're gonna move on to the clothes. It's technically pure black. But what we can do is use a dark blue. Maybe a dark blue, like this. So that when we do highlights, we can use this color instead. Or this color instead. So it's not like pure black. I don't know. We'll use a really dark gray for now. How about that? We'll use a really dark gray. And then when it goes to shading, I'll use a really, really dark gray or black. And we can also incorporate that color other places. I don't know. Okay. Let's get that ring light out of the way. And also, yeah. So if you do like this live, please leave a like. I get really excited knowing that you guys enjoy this. And if you do enjoy it, please subscribe and so we can see each other more often. I would love to see you guys more often. It'll be awesome. We get to be besties and stuff. Also, again, as I said in the last live, that if you do want to get shout outs in my videos, if you guys want to, or if you want me to say hi to you, comment on my video, or you can say hi to me at this live, say hey, or hi, or wow, that looks great, and stuff like that, and I'll say hi back, and reply to you I'll reply to you because I have nothing better to do than reply to you guys. And I love to reply to all of you guys and seeing what you guys think of my stuff or just saying hi in general. So let me know. Feel like the skin is still peeking through here. Yeah, okay. Alright. And what we're gonna do. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I burped in the drink. Let's the shoes and the purse. It's all black. You see, I mean, this outfit is really cute and all, but it's too black. I feel like this is way too black for my style. Even of drawing, too. I would try to find at least different colors to go off of for outfits, but this is way too much black. Oh oh my gosh, I can't color in the lines, can I? Oh wow. Let's fix that real quick. Oof. Get rid of the alpha lock so we can fix our mistakes. And if you ever wonder, which I don't think any of you guys are, nobody asked for this, but if you are wondering, I am using Procreate, if you cannot tell. This is Procreate. I do like it a lot. This is not the first one. This is like my third site app thing that I have used, and I love it. I haven't really strayed anywhere else because this was just my favorite. Yeah, this is like my favorite app I've ever used because I've used multiple apps in the past. I think only two others. I think I have tried other ones, but I don't remember their names. I can only remember using Ibis Paint and using Autodesk Sketchbook. I think Autodesk Sketchbook was the first one that I've ever used. It was the first app I've ever used to try to learn how to draw digitally. Because if you don't already know, I started traditionally. And then I strayed to digital because I thought it looked cool. So yeah, and here I am. I'm doing digital art on YouTube. And this channel, even though I do say in my description I am experimenting on what I want to do on this channel, and right now it'll be focusing on my art journey as a digital artist. I do enjoy doing this, and I do want to improve on it as well. So yeah, I will continue to post those kinds of stuff on my channel, like I have posted my first video of a speed draw of not a character, more just like a just copying a reference photo that I did, but with my own little twist in it. Yeah, I think it turned out really nice. As I said before, I think it turned out really nice. The drawing, I mean, not the video. I mean, the video turned out nice too. I'm pretty sure it looked really nice. But the actual drawing itself actually came out very well. I liked it a lot. All right, the flat colors are in. What I'm gonna do though is erase those eyes, like the stuff in the middle, because I want to use color to fill them in. Oh my gosh, my thing's so laggy. Okay. And to those who are watching again, if you do like what I create, or if you want to see more of what I want to create, double tap this live so I know that you want to see more. And also go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that you can see me improve or maybe possibly degrade. Who knows? Who knows if I will degrade or not. But what color should I do the eyes, guys? What color should I do the eyes? Okay, I have a bunch of... Here, let me see if I can turn this thing over here. If you can't see over on this side right here, I have a bunch of markers here. I'm going to choose a color at random. My eyes are closed. Please trust me when I say my eyes are closed. Okay, let's choose this one. Okay, we got this color. This is from Ohuhu. Ohuhu is a really good brand of marker. And this is the color... I already showed it, but I gotta show it again. Come on. Show up, focus. PB7 Pastel Blue. Okay, let me see what the color looks like, because I completely forgot. Okay. Do I have a paper around here? I do. Okay. Let's check the color of this. Okay, pretty pastel-y. I can see the vision. So we're having a brown hair, blue-eyed girl today. Okay, let's see. I think this one like matches almost perfectly. Maybe a little more blue. Let's see. Maybe a lighter color, a more lighter. I think that's pretty close. I'll go lighter, but I'm gonna desaturate the blue because I tend to like to desaturate my colors first before I do really bold colors. I think my whole palette is kind of desaturated anyways, so we're gonna stick with the desaturated theme. Alright, so since I have the flat colors on now, actually I didn't do the white part, so I'm gonna actually do the white trim, but in a very light gray. Because I would like white parts to be, again, like, I don't know how you would call a desaturated white, but technically, but basically every time I do a desaturated palette, a bright white, like, never looks good. So I use a light gray, and it matches nicely. The eyes are really popping, so I might want to desaturate that a little more. But I also think it's because of the fact that this is the only pop of color in this drawing. Okay. I want to do hair last. The hair and eyes last because those are my favorite things to do. So let's start on the dress. Okay. We're going to alpha lock all of my layers if it recognizes my fingers. Okay. Let me put this up here so that they can be together. Okay, so we're going to do the base of the dress first. So as I said before, it is a really dark gray. So I'm going to take a black or even darker gray, even darker gray. I'm not going to use straight up black because I think that's a little harsh compared to my line art. So we're going to do the under shadow here. No, that's not right. We're gonna make this more straighter. Also, where's the light coming from? In this one, in the hair photo, it is coming from like straight on. So what if we do straight on? Or maybe up? Like the light coming from up here? Maybe. I think that makes sense. Like this ring light is like right up here. It's like right up here. If you can hear the tappy tappies. Okay. So if it's coming from up around here, then this part would be pretty shadowed. The hair will cast a shadow. Obviously here, because these are the crease creases of her doing that pose. Let's extend that one out more. Hold on, let me go close. Okay, I am back. No, it's not going to take that long. Okay. And then if I don't know if you can see, but there is a wrinkle right here because last one video I mentioned that there is a creases on each side where the hips go down, like hips down. I don't want to explain that, but there is. You can't really see it that well, but we're going to use that dark gray again and go on it. We're gonna go from the bottom up, and then again for this crease here. My dog is clawing at the door right now. Hi, Doggy. I just don't want her to go in and out all the time, but if I keep the door closed, she's gonna claw in anyways. So, whatever. Anyways, we are doing the skirt still. The arm doesn't really overlap too much above the dress, so I wouldn't say that it needs to have like a big old shadow like this to indicate that there's that. So I think a little shadow like this will just help that a little bit. Make this a little more shadowy. Okay. We're gonna shadow it up a little bit on this side too. And I think that's good for the shadow work. Now we're gonna take a desaturated blue cool gray. You can't really tell it has any blue in it. Let's do a little more blue color. Yeah. Okay. For these highlights, I think what we should do is just outline the shadow like this to indicate a highlight. Here, let's go a little thinner with the brush. I'm not going along the lines perfectly. Okay. I think that works. What I'm gonna do as well is do a clipping mask on the dress. And we're going to do this little number. Okay, so we're going to draw with a thicker line like this. Because this is all gonna be in, basically this is all in highlight. This is all in light. So I'm going to smudge the heck out of it. Ooh-wee. I don't think you can tell anything on camera, but in person it's pretty cool. I like it. Okay. So we're gonna keep doing highlights. And then in certain places, we're going to smudge this cool gray to have... I don't know why I do this. I think it's more of just making it look like a texture or like I don't want to say semi-realism because this is nowhere near semi-realism, but it's something that makes that to me makes clothes seem more realistic, or something that makes sense, if that makes sense. If that makes sense at all. Realistically, this highlight would actually be a shadow. And we're gonna get that highlight color and go over a little bit to indicate the separation. Sure, we'll go with that. Let's do the purse. Something that's gonna be small and whatever. Okay, so since the light is coming from this way, the light goes phew, phew. Okay, so highlight. We're gonna highlight here and here. Maybe highlight down here and do a little thing like this. Is there texture in this? There is texture in the purse. So I'm going to use a darker shade color. Bring down the line shape, and we're gonna do lines. That's not even. Okay, and again. Alright, that seems pretty good. I'm gonna thin out the highlight in places where it wouldn't hit that hard. Like a less harsher highlight. I don't think this needs to be a highlight. I think what this needs to be is a shadow. Like this. I'm gonna shadow the hands a little bit, but not too much, because it's not really in full shadow. She's holding it, not really going above it. Okay. Okay, we're doing good. Let's do the fishnets. Let's do a clipping mask for the skin. Alpha lock the skin. And we are going to go with a not pure black, but a really dark gray. Go over the legs. And multiply. Maybe choose multiply and go down. How does overlay just changes the color? Oh, no. Screen, light in, normal, darker color, linear burn, color burn, darken, multiply. Darken. What does darken do? Multiply looks even darker. Okay, what I'm gonna do is leave it like this at its darkest. Its darkest would be like right here. Right. Okay. And we are going to use a lighter color to indicate where it is being more stretched out in a way. And then I'm going to smudge it too, so that it blends out. Shade there, and now we're going to use a pure black on the same layer, lower down the line and do some fishnet texture. That part was not good. Let's do it again. I don't like that. No. Okay. Let's do another clipping mask so we can get a good fishnet texture. Oh, I'm hitting the phone. Jeez. Okay, what I wanted to do was go to uniform and shrink it down really nicely. But you can't see it from here. Okay, maybe like this much? Duplicate, duplicate. Let's do it like this. Then bring that one and put it over here. Merge and duplicate 3. Duplicate this. And merge and duplicate that. So now we are just merge, duplicate. So now we have a texture to base it off of. Something I don't need to spend a billion years on. Okay, and then we go down here, do this one. Okay. Okay. And merge. And I feel like it could be smaller. Could be a smaller detail. Okay, we're gonna do that whole process again because I feel like it could have been a little better in terms of detailing. Duplicate again and do this like that. Together and duplicate. Flip and go off. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing with these layers. Duplicate and flip it so that it'll have that texture to it, the fishnet texture to it. Duplicate, flip. It is really dark, but trust me, trust the process, okay? Trust the process. We're gonna merge these two together, and we are going to lower the opacity just so it can just be, when you zoom in, you can see the whole thing. Yeah, you can see it on camera. Yeah, okay. You see the little strokes, but from far away, it doesn't really look like that. Just like how you see it here, you don't really see the texture of the fishnets until you like go really close. Well, this is a really crappy photo as well, so whatever. I like the fishnet look a lot though. Okay, let me erase a bit of the fishnet though. No, the underside, because I feel like it's a little too how do you call it? A little too dark. Especially around these areas where it would be the most clear because of the thighs. Actually, it would not be thicker, but on the knees. I mean, it would be thicker on the knees, but it would not stretch more on the knees. I just wanted to clarify that because I kind of did that, but I realized my mistake. Okay. Okay, the fishnets are done. Sorry for muting, but had a little issue there. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the skin. We don't have to focus on the legs at this point because it doesn't. You won't really see it, but I will do it anyways. Okay, so let's get a shading color. We'll shade under on the neck, obviously, because that's in shadow. Here, and we are going to shade where the hair is. Shade where the hair is, right here. Yeah. Shade the ear a bit. Under the nose. Under the lip. Okay, so the light is coming from here, so the hair would be in the shadow as well. Over here as well. The hair again. The hair again. No, this would be a smaller shadow. This shadow. And this part of the face would be in shadow too, but I'm going to fix that because that doesn't look right. Let's do a little eye bag. Do we like the tiny eye bags or do we not like the tiny eye bags? I don't know. We'll keep them for now. I feel like eye bags look really cool on characters. On a lot of characters, to be honest. But anyways. So these arms would be more shadow than the rest of the body. For the rest of the body, I assume. And just to remind everyone who is watching, I am not a professional artist whatsoever. I am mediocre at best. I just want to not perfect my craft, but like improve. There you go. That's the word. I want to improve and I just like doing this, so I am going to keep doing this for however long I want to do this for. Pretty much. I don't think this would be in light though either because it's going from the up. So I would assume that there would be a light, there would be here. If it's coming from up here. Yeah, I think that would be correct. Yeah, I'm not really that great at shading, rendering, lighting, whatever. It is not my strong suit. It is not my strong suit at all. But hey, I try. And I think that's all that matters at this point. Because if you never try, how will you know if you can do it? That's the upper lip shadow. That is not a good upper lip shadow. Does she have thin upper lips or something? Like, damn. She's lacking or something. Because she got the fat bottom lips, but the top lips are super thin. I don't know. Whatever. It looks fine. Oh, I haven't even done the eye whites either. Okay, for the eye whites, I'm going to use an off-white. Very light off-white. Then we're going to use a lighter off-white. Like that. Okay, let's do the eyes. Right? The eyes? No, the shoes. The shoes first. Because I think I'm going to suck at that. Okay. We're going to take a darker gray. Very dark gray. Again. Same process as the dress. Do the shadowing. Do a nice shadow on the bottom. Like this. I think that's fine. Okay. Have shadow here, shadow on the bottom, shadow under the shoe. Shadow under the shoe right here. Okay. The shoes are fine. Nothing really there to put. Nothing much more to put on the shoes. Okay. Eyes. I think the hair is going to be the best part of this drawing. So we are going to do the eyes first. And we're going to leave the hair for last. So we're going to get a deeper saturated or desaturated. More of a saturated, deeper blue that we have here. Go halvesies on the lids, on the eyeballs. Shade, blend it out, I'm gonna go even darker actually, but go thinner. I'm gonna go really thin. Just to get a really big depth on there. Well, if you think about it, this isn't really thin. This is just decent size. Now that she looks soulless, let's put some life into her eyes. Let's get a really bright blue. I'm gonna go at it from the bottom. Can't really do that here because her eye is covered. And we are going to take a white and do the poppy eye shine. This is why I made all the whites in my drawing more gray than white, because I want the whites of the eyes to stand out the most. Since I imagine she has a ring light, let's actually do a circle eye shine. How about that? I think that's cool. It's a cool concept. I think it's a cool concept. I think that's a cool concept, the ring light eye shine. Because if you haven't seen, like, like, do you guys know, like, the when you obviously see a an influencer or someone making videos of their face, you see their in their eyes, you see the ring light in their eyes like that. I think that's really funny. Yeah, I just think that's really funny. Really funny to see, where you can actually see the ring light in their eyes. It's really cute. It'll be really cute. Okay. And then we're gonna go over the liner, get a white, and go over the eyes. Usually I would like to give my character, my drawings, a white pupil. I don't know if I should. Should I go with the white pupil? Should I go with the white pupil, or should I go with the normal black pupil? Black pupil looks pretty harsh. Maybe a dark blue pupil? Like a really, really dark blue of the same color family. I think that looks really good, actually. I like that. Okay. Okay. Let's go under here and do the pupil right there. Nice. Okay. Wait, is this an... Oh, no. Oh, this is above layer. Okay. Just wondering what that was. Alright. So the eyes are done. The skin is not done, actually. I should have put the blush. I need to put the blush. We're gonna do the red of the similar color family. We're gonna do a... We have a clipping mask of the skin. Another clipping mask of the skin. But for our beautiful face that we have here, and we are going to Gaussian blur that there. You can move the blush around a little bit, see where I like it more. Okay, yeah. Another one for eyeshadow. I want to give her like a gold eyeshadow color, maybe, to match the gold earrings that she's gonna have. Like a gold nights, like a gold and dark brown. I'm gonna use this brown, but deepen it even darker, and go out in the crease like this. And then we're gonna Gaussian blur this a little bit, not too crazy. And then I'm gonna blend it out my way a little bit, to give myself a little creative freedom with this. I'm gonna smoke this out more on her eyelid. I think we did good with that. Okay. And with the lips, we're gonna do a lip color. I think a lip color would look nice. Let's do a more pinky color. So again, we're just gonna go circle, and we're gonna Gaussian blur this. We're gonna actually shrink. That's distort. Uniform. Shrink it down. Shrink it down a little bit more. No, I think it was good like that. But then distort so that it's more longer of a blushy color, a lip color. Make it a little less. Okay. And then we're going to erase, oh, that erased almost everything. The access. Erasing the access. Okay, we erased the access, and now we're going to get a white and do a little lip shine. I think the whole lip should be more longer, don't you think? I think so. Like if I were to go like this and like this, not that much. Let me fix that little lip shadow here. Okay. That looks better, but I still don't like it because it's not in the right place. Let us smooth the shadow part of the lip, like right under the nose. And then get the same here and bring it over. And then we get the lip color. And then we bring it over. We go back to the skin and fix this monstrosity that I made here. It's not a monstrosity. It's just that I just moved it and it just ruined it. Okay. Now we keep it alpha locked so nothing goes out of the lines. Okay. Yeah. And also the skin, I want to actually do some highlighting a little bit, like I did with the dress, where I went scribble, and then I smudged it out. Yeah, that kind of thing. But we're going to make the brush bigger so you can cover more ground. Make this bigger. I feel like it adds more to the drawing. Why am I doing an erase tool? No, smudge. Then with something like that shoulder, I could also just do that and do a little shoulder shine. Yeah, that's pretty good. Also, blush those shoulders. We're gonna blush the body, blush the elbows. And of course, we're gonna blush the knees, even though you're not gonna see it, but you're gonna see it anyways, because I said so. Just like we blushed the cheeks, we're gonna blush the body. I'm gonna blush the body. And do it on the knees. I'm doing it more harshly on the knees because I want it to be seen more. You can't even see it on camera, can you? Nuh-uh, you can't see it on camera. Too bad, it's there. Trust me, it's there. We're gonna blush those knuckles on our beautiful hands that I totally drew by myself. Actually, I did draw them by myself. Why am I being so annoying to me? Why am I being annoying to myself? Okay, let's do Gaussian blur. And then the pencil, because this is becoming annoying to do. It's not looking right. Oh, I guess it's okay, whatever. No, I don't like it. I'm gonna erase the majority of this. I slipped. Okay, we're gonna erase the majority of this and then blend that out. Okay, there you go. Blushing the body is it's a really good way to make the skin look like skin in a drawing. When it comes to realism, or when it comes to anime style or any kind of stylized style, skin looks much better, in my opinion, with blushing. All right. Now let's move on to the fun part. We're gonna do the hair. The hair is my holy grail. Not really, it's just my favorite part. Okay, that's too big of a brush. Okay, let's do. We're gonna use a shadow color of the for the hair on the lines of where each of the hair strands are. That's the word, hair strands. And also in general places, because when you see your hair has what they call occlusion shadows. I think it's what they're called. And those occlusion shadows are from your hair strands being hair strands. So when they overlap with each other, it creates a shadow. So that's what I'm trying to do here. That's what I'm trying to do here. And we're gonna do that on the lines too, and the general shadows. I'm gonna do it back down here on the bottom, on the end, this side here. I really love drawing hair, mostly because I'm better at it than everything else, but also because hair can be expressed so much in different ways. You can do a lot of different hairstyles. And also the fact that a lot of hairstyles are super iconic. Like when you see characters, really unique characters, the ones that are most memorable are the ones with like really cool hair. At least that's what I think. Prove me wrong if not, but like, yeah, I think it's really cool to have cool hair. I wouldn't remember. I don't remember names of characters who I think have really cool hair. That really sucks. I think the bun is looking delicious. That bun looks delicious. I think it looks really delicious, to be honest. Um. Okay, let's do the bang. The bangs, because there's multiple of them. 1, 2, 3. Shadow here. You're a shadow. Obviously, you're a shadow. You're shadowing there. And then we're gonna shadow here, here, here. And connect that here like that. No, that's wrong. Connect that here. Boom, boom, and boom, 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 boom. Like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, and like that. This is in shadow. This is obviously in shadow. No, we're gonna do more of a harsher curve. Okay, there is good. Honestly, I love the hair. I am very in love with it, to be honest. Oof. I'm really in love with this hair. Honestly. It's so good. It looks so nice. Okay, let's go on a brighter color now. And we're going to do things like this. A little bit. That doesn't look right. Okay, let's do that here. Boom, 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 boom. Let's do a nice thick highlight and then a thinner highlight like this. I think that looks nice. Okay, then we're going to highlight here, highlight like this, highlight like this. I think my word of the day is like this. That's not even a word of the day. I don't even know what my word of the day is. Do you guys have words of the day? Like when you catch yourself saying a word so much that you make it become that it's like your word of the day, or your favorite word today was this and this or something. I feel like I do that a lot. Dun, 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 dun. Now that trend looks really cool. It's the oh, oh my goodness! It kind of fell down. It didn't kind of fell down. It did fall down. You know that if you're not familiar with the art trends, then you probably don't know what this is. But there's a trend with this song that goes. It's in another language, I'm pretty sure, so I'm not gonna even try to say the lyrics. But honestly, the trend is pretty cool, and I've seen really cool renditions of that trend. Honestly, makes me pretty happy about it. I don't know, it feels fun. I know I should be participating in trends more with when it comes to like art trends, but I don't know. I really don't know why I don't. I guess it's something that I really didn't want to do. Yeah, I just think it was something I didn't really want to do, so I just didn't do it. I didn't draw anything for it or anything. But I thought it was really cool though, so I don't know why. Me being weird, I guess. Okay. I think we're done with the hair. Now what I'm going to do is duplicate this layer. I don't think it's going to work out like that. No, it's not going to work out like that. Oh. Okay. I'm going to delete these photos so I have more space. And the color palette, which I don't know where it went. Where's the color palette? Oh, there it is. Get rid of the color palette. Put these two together. Get rid of the color palette, and we are going to. Oh, no. I can't move the whole character, but here it is. I am going to get rid of the background. No, I'm gonna go to black or a light gray. a medium gray. I think that would be suitable for this right now. And I'm going to take the highlight color. I already have it picked out. Why am I doing this to myself? The highlight color, and we're going to go to an add layer. Not with this brush, but with an airbrushing brush, soft brush. We're going to make her hair glow. Make it look like it's glowing more in light, like that. I don't think you can see it well with the ring light on it, but you can kind of see the glowing effect happening. Yeah, the glowing effect on only the parts that are in the highlight. And also, I do like to make my eyes glow. I do like to make the eyes that I draw glow. So there's the glowing eyes. Let's make the lip gloss look like it's glowing actually. I think that would be really cute. Come on, there you go. That's too much. Okay. I'm going to take also the highlight of the dress and go over the dress with it to add more of that highlighting effect that I wanted. Why is that super harsh? Oh, we wanted a softer blend here. Softer blend. You can still pretty much see it. Well, I don't want it to be really seen that much. Okay. Super subtle, super subtle. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Wrong way. This way, this way, this way. There you go. Okay. And now I'm going to take the skin color. Go over the fishnets with them. Okay. What I also want to do is take that same skin color and go over the shadowy bits a little bit. I'm also going to make the blush a little more apparent in the cheeks, and also I missed on the ears, so I'm just going to do that. I'm going to have the blushing more looking, be able to see it more. Let's capture that yellow there. Make the brush thinner and go over the eyeshadow color to make it pop more, and then get the luminance pack, glimmer, bring it down a lot more, and then glitterify her eyelash, her eyeshadow makeup. We're gonna have to bring it a lot more down. Okay, boom, 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 boom. I think it's cute. I think it's nice. It's pretty cute. I think that's really cute. I think the ring light, you can't really see anything with the ring light. But I also want my hands to be shown. Okay. It's looking good so far. What I also want to do now is I want to go back to the dress real quick. That shadow color, not with the luminous brush. I need to get the airbrush. Airbrushing, soft brush, bring it up a little more bigger, and add more of a shadowy thingy going on here. I think that's fine. I'm gonna go over the purse actually with a little wash of black. A little less of black. There you go. All right. So, I'm going to erase a little bit of the excess part of the hair. Just so it doesn't look too crazy, but just glowing. Okay. It is time to add my signature because I feel like because I should do it actually. I'm going to add it right here. All right. So this is the finished product of this challenge. She's wearing that black dress with the white stripe on the bottom. We got the floral fishnets with the shoes, the matching black shoes with that black purse. Oh my gosh, I just realized I forgot the Chanel earrings. What a crime of me. What a crime, what a crime. I'm gonna go thin because we're only gonna need to do one earring because only one of her ears is showing. Yeah, these are Coco Chanel's, right? Yeah, they're Coco Chanel's. Okay, we're gonna go back with, and then we're gonna get the gold. We're gonna outline it. This is not gold. This is her skin color. Okay. In the photo, it is kind of framed in gold, so I am going to do that. Has a little thing here, and then we're gonna get an off-white, darker off-white. I'm gonna make a circle right here. Like that. Alpha locket. We're going to get a dark color like this, go like that, smudge it out. Nope, I can't smudge that big. Smaller smudging. Smaller smudge, and then we're gonna get a white and smudge that highlight a little more. And then smudge that highlight down here. Okay, there we go. This is actually the finished product. And I finished the coloring in 1 hour and 30 minutes. Pretty much as long as that didn't live. So we have the different things here, like the hair. We have the hair. Pretty much similar. Then we have the dress, the earrings, shoes, and purse, all here with the leggings, tights as well. The earrings are here. They're kind of botchy, kind of last minute, but it's the last part. It's okay. We have the same color palette, and also the pose is right here. So this is the final product of all these three together. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be ending the live now. But if you guys have any recommendations on challenges I can do relating to art, I will gladly take them. As I said before, please like and subscribe if you do like what I made or like what I do. And thank you so much for watching, for those who actually watched. I'll see you in the next live or video. Please check out the video that I posted. Check out the video I posted, because I posted one and nobody's looking at it right now. Okay. Go check out my video. Like my video, like this live if you liked what I did. And I'll see you guys next time. I enjoyed seeing you guys.